You know, the 1994 IMSA sports car season was really a great season. Terrific competitors, very evenly matched cars, big crowds, and some great races. You know, starting at Daytona, and it wasn't an easy series to win races in, but we had the car within which to do it. The Daytona 24-hour race was the first race of the season, and it made it a tough race because it was really our Super Bowl in sports car racing, and it was the race to win. And so in 1994 we went there, you know, with our guns loaded. We went there with two cars, and we had a lot of history with the car. We had a lot of experience with the car. We knew it was reliable. We knew it was very fast. So we went there very confident. So at Daytona you get prepared for the race. You go through many days of testing and so on, and getting a car that's fast but is comfortable for the whole 24 hours. That's the key. But then it comes down to qualifying, and you do want to start at the front of the grid because there's 70 cars, and there's you don't want to be back in the pack at that one at the start of the race. So this car here, I qualified the car on pole position, and in fact we actually had the fastest lap of the race in this car as well, the 75 car. Nissan entered two cars for the Daytona 24-hour race, the 75 car and the sister car 76. And the goal was for me was to get as many points as possible towards the championship, and with Daytona being a bonus points race because of 24 hours, what I had to do was actually sit out for the first part of the race and watch the two cars going and see how they were doing and so on, to choose which car that would be best to drive for the best result. After about 7 hours of racing, I got in the 75 car. It was leading at the time, and we thought this was the car that would give us the best possible result for points to the championship. Unfortunately, early in the morning, on the Sunday morning, the car broke a crankshaft, so that actually put this car out of the race. With the 75 car out of the race, I was just standing around sort of with the team, supporting the team in the 76 car, not expecting to get back in and drive anymore. But early in the morning on Sunday, at about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, it started to rain. And as you know, Florida in the rain, it comes down hard. And the three guys that were in this car said, you know, hey, we don't want to drive that car in the rain, that thing's scary. So, so they asked me to go put my suit on, and then I got in the car for the next few hours. And you know, 200 miles an hour around the banking in the rain, you know, that is fun. That really is fun, and it's something I've always enjoyed, is racing in the rain. And so I got my share in the 76 car, which then became the winner of the race. You know, over the years, a number of people have come up to me and said, you know, hey, your name wasn't on the 76 car. And it's right, because my name was on the 75 car, like it's in this model here. And it wasn't intended that I drive the 76 car, but because this one had gone out and because they needed help in the rain, that's why I got in the 76 car, and we got the trophy, we got the Rolex watch here, and I was fortunate enough to be part of the team. In my years of racing, I've learned so much about developing race cars and developing parts, and I've parlayed that into my job here at STILLEN, working with the R&D team, working with the engineers and developing parts and testing the parts and knowing that we can stand behind them. One of the big things we did was we invested in equipment and people and so on in order to make our parts here in Costa Mesa, California. So every part that you buy with a STILLEN brand on it is made here in Costa Mesa, California, and I stand behind it. Go to stillen.com and you can see the different range.
'92 Series driving champion Steve Millen earned the first pole of the 1994 Exxon Supreme GTS season for Nissan. For Millen, the pole was significant, marking his complete comeback from a 6-month layoff, the result of a horrific 1993 crash that left Millen with career-threatening injuries. But it wasn't Millen that fell victim to the rigors of Daytona. Rather, the number 75 Nissan he started that suffered a broken crankshaft at just before 1 a.m. That put the number 76 Nissan out front, with the 59 Brumos Porsche seriously in the hunt. But the Porsche was plagued with recurring turbo problems that led to an 8 a.m. retirement. Despite a race-threatening encounter that cut a tire and bent a wheel, the number 76 Nissan 300ZX Turbo set a brutal pace. Millen stepped in when the weather turned foul, and together with Scott Pruitt, Paul Gentilozzi, and Butch Leitzinger, ran a near-perfect race. Gentilozzi drove the final stint, giving himself the ultimate 44th birthday present. Better yet, the Clayton Cunningham Racing Nissan took the overall victory, setting a new GTS distance record with an impressive 24-lap margin of victory.